just about set for baseball from Citi Field. It's the Cubs and the Mets next on the show. Now from just outside the core of the Big Apple, MLB The Show has baseball from Citi Field in Flushing. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Central leading Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs Baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike Side. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Madden will line them up like this. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Dexter Fowler will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder number 22, Dexter Fowler.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Here's another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. With that, we'll call upon our scouting report to give you a look at what to expect now from this 41-year-old right-hander. Chris Bryant will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ball game.
And if he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
First offering on the way. And that's in there for strike one. Now here's the pitch. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs. Now the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He's ready now, the pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Kyle Schroeder will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. Now here's the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
He's set, now the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Second and third here, one man out. Here's the 1-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Cespedes with the catch. Runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Starlin Castro will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. Colon looks back, now the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Comes set, now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Yeah, a great start for him so far. They go up 2-0 on a base hit here, and they're doing it off one of the best pitchers in the game.
Jorge Soler will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here's the first offering. Running is Castro. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Not a bad idea right there, right after you've driven in a run. Maybe the pitcher's mind is elsewhere, so he's going on the first pitch, and he makes it into second safely with that stolen base.
He's ready, now the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 2, the Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Time now to meet the Mets as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. Set to face these guys. He's been an all-star as both an American leaguer and a National Leaguer in his career. There are the numbers for the veteran right-hander Dan Herron. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Dilson Herrera will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman, Dilson Herrera.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Strike two called on the inner half, 0-2 now. Eric, you look at these guys with the first inning lead as they take the field for the bottom half here this afternoon. They run a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Not only that, but they've got a 2-0 lead here already, so this offense is really providing a big spark for their pitching staff.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Now the first pitch. Ruben Tejada comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
He's going to want to keep that pitch down a little more. Day game, ball will be jumping, so you got to keep that ball in the park today.
Ready now on 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Here comes a 1-2. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
He'll be disappointed with that at-bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
First pitch coming. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
And a strike on the fastball. So from 2-0, it's 2-2 now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no, they can't get there. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Lucas Duda will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. In again, but too far in. It's 1-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mets leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Chris Coughlin will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Javier Baez will stand in now, hoping to get on base. As you can see, he currently sits 6th in the senior circuit in stolen bases. Here's the first pitch to him. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that could really pay off later in the game.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll leave things up to the pitcher here, Dan Herron. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Yoenis Cespedes will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. First pitch coming. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Fowler is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. So with 1 away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Curtis Granderson will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And here's the first pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Here's a ground ball to first. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out. Travis d'Arnaud get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the pitch. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. The pitch. Fouled back. Another 1-2 delivery. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So perhaps some new life in the inning here with a 2-out double in the second. And that'll bring us to our Mets leaderboard. And as you can see, he's currently second on the ball club in that department. Eric Campbell will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here's the first offering. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost them a run.
Stepping in now, Bartolo Colon, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but you know he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We've played 2 full. The Cubs are on top 2-1. Dexter Fowler is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Chris Bryant will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch to him. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now here it comes. He goes the other way, and this one's going to split the gap for extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
First baseman number 44.
Man, this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. And the run will come in to score from second as now it's a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, and when your ace is on the mound, this is exactly what you want to do offensively. Get him some early runs, hopefully take the life right out of this crowd. Things are looking good for him early.
First pitch on the way. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base.
Here's another look, and you're going to see this throw as a high one down to second. But he's still got time to go up the ladder and then come down with it and put the tag on in time.
Now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Cespedes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Mets 1. Dilson Herrera makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Dilson Herrera.
First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now here's the pitch.
Here we go.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And the pitch. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Into the box, Ruben Tejada, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Toward the hole and through into right, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, down by 2, this is exactly what you're looking for. You get the leadoff double, now a single. You got the tying run on here at first with nobody out.
Michael Kadire will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after this ball left his bat. That's a nice play out there in the alley to run it down.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Swing and a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. And the catch made there by Coughlin to retire the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 3 innings complete. Cubs lead it 3-2.
Leading off for the Cubs.
First offering on the way.
Starlin.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys showing good but not great fastballs, 92 for one, 91 for the other. Jorge Soler will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0 now.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now the 3-0 pitch. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. Oh, in trouble here for Tejada. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
So here's one last look at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised that this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
Out at first base.
Standing in now, Chris Coughlin. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Cespedes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So Colon pretty well breezes through that half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubbies are in front, 3-2. Curtis Granderson will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Center fielder. There it is.
Now the first pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The pitch. And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
One strike.
Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a base hit. And he'll get in there safely.
Here's where trying to do too much come back and haunt you. This was just going to be a simple single, but look, here comes the throwing error, and that allows him to move into scoring position.
Here's Eric Campbell. Now a hard liner toward short, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
We're starting to see signs that he's about ready to break out of this slump he's been in. He won't get anything to show for it here, but this is a good swing and a hard hit ball. Unfortunately, though, it's just right at somebody.
Bartolo Colon will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's set, now the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They're down 3-2. Javier Baez will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Javier Baez.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here comes the 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Oh, they came right back at him with another heater right there. He wasn't surprised at all. He might have been sitting on that pitch. But he hit it right on the button. It just wound up being right at somebody.
Tommy LaStella has grabbed a bat here, and it looks like he'll hit for the pitcher, Heron.
Number 11, Tommy LaStella.
Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Now here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Here it comes. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
I bet he's shaking his head saying that's a home run if we're back home. Not here, though.
Dexter Fowler will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a shot out to the alley in right center, and they'll have a 2-out base runner. In fact, maybe good for extra bases. Heading for second now is Fowler, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Into the box now, Chris Bryant, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. For Fowler, he's up to 22 in the doubles column with that last 2-bagger. Colon ready with the 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Steve, Eric, and I are back with more after this. Travis Wood is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Dilson Herrera will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far.
Second baseman, Dilson Herrera.
Here's a check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Now here's the pitch. In the air to left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Ruben Tejada get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Soler is there, 1 away.
Maybe some surprise if he wasn't tagging there. Ideally, you'd like to get yourself up to third base so that you can score on another fly ball or maybe even a ground ball. Now he's still stuck at second, and you lose that opportunity.
Michael Kadire stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The throw to the plate, and that's going to tie our ball game as the runner scores from second to make it 3-3 now.
Second RBI of the game for him right there. But the bigger story, this game is all tied.
Lucas Duda will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Get the runner to second.
Comes set, now the pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, To second for one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.